workout for all you postnatal mums. You shouldn't be working your abs, so sit-ups and crunches and plank until probably about 8 to 12 months postnatal, just to make sure those core muscles underneath are nice and strong. So the exercise I'm going to take you through now are going to get those underlying core muscles nice and strong. And you do want to start doing those sit-ups and be ready to go. Okay, we've got 4 exercises today. I'm going to talk you through different options depending on where you are postnatally. Always make sure that you've had your tummy checked for any ab separation, and if there is more than 2 fingers width, you must go and see a women's health physio to be able to help you pull those muscles back together again. Okay, our first one is toe taps or leg extensions. You're going to lie yourself down. Make sure your back is in a nice neutral position, tummy is pulled in, and we're going to gently bring one leg up and then the other. And your first option is just simple toe taps. For some of you, this may be just your first step that you need. You're just going to lower the toe and bring it back up again. Very slowly up and down. Make sure that back isn't feeling any pressure and that tummy isn't doming upwards. If you feel very comfortable with those ones, the next option is just to push that leg in and out, taking it as low as you feel comfortable. But again, do watch the tummy doming and that lower back feeling that pressure. Good stuff. And you have got the toe taps to go back to if you want to. So the timings of these exercises will be on the video, and you can go for the 2 different options depending on where you are on your journey. The next exercise is a side plank. So side planks are okay postnatally because you'll be working the muscles down the side of the body, the obliques and the waist muscles. So you'll be on one elbow. You're going to have that bottom knee down, the top leg is straight, and you're just going to pull that arm up. You're pulling your hips and your ribs away from the ground. This is the area you're working. Try not to let those hips dip down. You can hold it in that position. If you're feeling like you want to add a little bit more, you can do thread the needle, so pass the arm underneath and back up again. So threading underneath and back up. Try to keep the hips facing forward. So coming underneath and back up. If you feel like you're strong enough, you can start to do a leg raise. But again, don't let the hips dig down as you're doing that leg raise. You want to keep those hips up nice and strong and lowering the leg and bring it up. So you can add a combination. You can do thread the needle and you can do a leg raise each time, making sure you're not letting those hips dip down towards the ground. And I'll just quickly show you the same thing on the other side. So the elbow's coming down, that bottom knee is bent on the bottom for stability, leg is nice and long, arm is up, pulling the hips and ribs away, and you can add the thread the needle and the leg raise. And again, as I said, make sure you're not dipping the hip down as you're raising back the leg. Excellent work. Okay, the next exercise is bird dog. You're on all 4, tummy pulled in nice and strong. You're going to raise one arm and then the opposite leg in a nice long line, using the glutes behind you to lift that leg. You can bring the elbow towards the knee and back out again. This exercise is also suitable during pregnancy until you feel the bump is getting a bit too big to be in this position. Good stuff. So knee to elbow and then lowering the leg and the hand, and then onto the other side. Opposite hand, opposite leg. Using those glutes, pulling in and back out again. Bringing the elbow towards the knee, keeping everything else as still as possible. Good stuff. And laying the arms and the legs. Last exercise today is hip bridges. A great exercise, works the core, nice strong muscles, works the glutes, hits the pelvic floor at the same time. So you're going to have your hands on the floor, stability, feet nice and flat. You're going to roll the hips up, holding up into the shoulders for count of 3, and roll back down again. Make sure you're rolling up and rolling down. Don't just suddenly come up and suddenly come down. You want to do each vertebrae, little hold at the top, each vertebrae, hips and bottom, rolling back as the last thing. Coming up and down. And then when you're done, just take a nice full body stretch, legs out, arms over the top, and have a nice stretch there.